Welcome, everybody, to episode 206 of the Sports Drive, where Sean Van's already telling people to shut up before we go on air. Welcome, everybody, to the show. My name is Josh Lopez. If you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button to catch up with all previous editions of the Sports Drive. We do the show every Friday, cap up the week of sports, and do little predictions. Yes. For week 10 of the NFL season, which should be coming out this Sunday and Monday, unfortunately, because we still need to have Monday Night Football in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not filter audio, so if you're easily offended, this show is not for you. This show's for those who are coming home from work or riding the elliptical or getting ready to punch out at their cubicles. Depending where you are right now and watching this fine program, thank you for taking your time and schedule to listen to us and our shenanigans. I'm the gluey hump, Josh Lopez. I'm the producer and director of ceremonies in this particular show. You can follow me on Twitter at Notorious Joshi. Let me get into this before we go into our regular introductions. Oh, hey Judy, how you doing, huh? I heard that the snow is coming into Chicago very soon. You gotta get those snow boots.
Oh, family, you know what's bad? This weekend I gotta take my kids because the court appointed order to get supplies and snow clothes. Oh, it's gonna be sad. Oh, and not only that, my kids are gonna bug the you-know-what out of me. Oh, and they're gonna want me to spend so much money. Before you know it, I'm gonna be poor and they're gonna govern me cheese. You know what happened? I got selected to do jury duty. Oh, Dale, I got a question. Were you in jury duty with Barack?
No, but I didn't hear about that. Dude,
I'm surprised he got selected for jury duty. I thought as a former president, he'd get off that easily.
Believe me, I'm going to build the wall when I have to do jury.
Hey, by the way, wait. Remember the trick to getting out of jury duty? And of course, I got to make a Simpsons reference here, is to be prejudiced against all races. I actually hear it works, no joke. Seriously, I knew somebody that got out of jury duty because they mentioned on their questionnaire that they're prejudiced against all races, and sure enough, that person got exempt from jury duty.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It actually does work. I mean, with the Homer Simpson suggestion actually does work.
I wonder how many more Simpsons references you're going to make today during the show, and who knows, maybe you'll get blocked because of one of those Simpsons references.
Hey, I love it.
Not blocked, but mutes, actually.
I like classic Simpsons, and I'm talking about 1991 to about 2002.
Come on, you don't watch the new episodes after this afternoon game?
Gosh, no. Hey, you know what? I could maybe throw in a South Park reference now and then.
All right, boys. I hope they played this song when it comes to the 2020 All-Star Game, but it's time for the Tommy Edwards introductions.
Phenomenal.
Here we go.
Awesome.
We'll hear this tonight for the Pacers postgame play.
I won't be able to watch it tonight.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At 4 for Blue Bumblebee, Indiana, we got our rap bastard of all rap bastards. He's the Robert Shapiro of the sports side. He's a big bag of win himself. Frank.
Awesome. That's basically it.
The man in the middle from Blue Bumblebee, Kentucky. This young man is the proprietor of Kentucky Waterfall. This young man is the boy master as well, and he is the center of the local YMCA. Here he is, the Brownie Master, Andrew Browning.
What's going on, guys? It's gonna be a great show today. Shout out to my boy Chucky to the mess. Sour train himself.
What up, Chucky T. Smooth?
What up, Chucky T. Smooth?
All right,
somebody tell me their time of the month.
The grumpy voice you heard in the background.
I guess I'm waking up.
The grumpy voice you heard in the background is a 5'2" point guard from I don't know what the hell college in Idaho, Montana, Billingsley, Kentucky, and Kansas.
Oh,
This young man owns the Walmart strip club, and he is a stockholder at Subway, which brings really, really nasty pizza. Here he is, the Walmart boy, Sean.
oh boy.
The great.
I'm putting myself down.
Here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's November 10th, 2017. It's 8:07 a.m. on the East Coast, 8:07 a.m. on the West. It's Friday, and of course, Veterans Day weekend. All our veterans right now fighting for our freedom and from the years past.
God bless.
Yeah, we got it. Now we go back to Frank Sprinkle to bring in you know who.
All right, what do you want? Decide.
Oh, I just got you one. Yeah, that's right. I need more coffee. Sorry.
What is it going on?
Our Pickle.
Okay. The following intro is scheduled for anything but football.
Football.
And it is not so phenomenal. Introducing a guy who will be a guest referee in a Survivor Series match on this Tuesday. Here is the Foley Hub, Josh Lopez.
Believe me, we got the #1 scouting department, the #1 PR crew, the #1 staff, we got the #1 infrastructure. Believe me, it's just absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely tremendous. And, you know, all the fake news out there, thank you for having me on your program today.
You're something, Glory Hump. You're something, dude.
That's how I respond with putting my hand under my forehead. Wow.
And by the way,
Hump,
folks, for those wondering at home, I'm not a Donald Trump guy, so don't.
Thank you.
Don't get the wrong
Guy's the worst president ever. He screwed up this country enough.
Just like the Prince did back in the day. But that's neither here or there.
Yeah, where are the feds, Trump? Where are the feds, Trump? We know where they're at.
Playoffs, you kidding me? Plans?
What, are you hearing Jim Moore, dude?
Yeah. You kidding me? I hope you can win a damn game. That's the Cleveland Browns right now.
And the 49ers. Let's not forget about them, too.
Yeah.
Don't worry about those games. We'll talk about that after the Bat Sharks day, because Bat Sharks day we got doozy.
Oh boy.
What do you mean by doozy?
And everybody listening in, I can't throw any pillows because I have to grunt.
Good! Thank God for that, dude!
Well, sometimes he can really get me upset.
Oh, God. Sean, a lot of people get me upset. See me throwing pillows or damaging walls or God knows what else. I outgrew that, dude.
I do have something that I do want to get off my chest, though.
Oh boy.
On behalf of Josh, Justin, Browning, Snowman, Frank, and myself, our thoughts and prayers go out to the horrible shooting that took place at the church in Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely.
Why does this continue? Josh's post said it right there. It's really just irking everybody off why these things just continue to keep happening in our country. It's really sad.
All right, here's something that could light up everybody's mood for now, at least.
Really, Josh? Really? You guys fucking suck if you can't figure out what fucking day it is.
It's Friday, dude. What are you talking about? It's Friday.
Let's do another one after that.
Yeah, I know. You guys.
I'm done with it. I'm done with watching MLB playoffs, so everybody else can go enjoy the goddamn playoffs. I'm going to go focus on the Bruins, the Pats, and the Celtics.
Josh, wait a minute. I thought you said that you're not going to watch you're going to boycott the NBA season, right, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little bit happy. You know, the Celtics won 10 in a row.
You're like Martellus. You're like Martellus Bennett. Whenever things go bad, you go silent, and then when they start winning games, yeah, I got my popcorn ready. I'm gonna watch the Celtics tonight.
We already know that Cleveland has already done it anyway in the NBA. They're 5-7. They can't even beat the Hawks. They can't even beat one of the worst teams in the NBA, the Hawks. They suck.
That's on them. That's on them. They're the ones that.
I'm serious here, guys. Quit stealing my fucking lines. Get the hell out of my life.
Hey, you know what, Sean? That's on Cleveland. Listen,
I'm
that's
serious.
on the
Get rid of that.
Yeah, dude, why do you guys mock Sean like this? I mean, really? I mean, I gotta step
You know
up.
what? My phone is so ready.
I'm not mocking him. It's
We're getting
all
kind of
a joke. It's a joke. Take it.
It may be a joke, but I'm going to tell you, I've had some connections with the CIA and the FBI, everybody.
Nobody gives a shit what's going on in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
You have connections, dude. Wait a minute. Did Trump appoint you to something? We should know.
Man.
I thought you didn't like Trump.
I was waiting for Josh to explode with that. It's all good.
The FBI wouldn't touch the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho with a 10-foot pole.
I don't know. The security says that that's all copyright, and your stuff must be deleted off your phones immediately and gotten rid of. Yes.
And then
Hey, Sean, you can't do that. Here's the thing. The FBI would have to show up with a warrant. They just can't do that.
Hey, look. They wanted Brady's phone because of the whole Deflategate. So I can even say,
well, Brady should have cooperated. Then he would have guessed.
yeah.
FBI and CIA, you take Josh and Justin's phones.
That's Brady's fault. That's Brady's fault. He should have cooperated.
Well, you'll have to cooperate. You'll have to cooperate.
Well, he got the freaking eyed.
Yeah.
Bastard.
You'll have to cooperate with the authorities because that's copyright and stealing somebody's lines. And
well, that's not necessarily true because a lot of the recorded clips I have in my Facebook, my phone, are those I recorded on my phone. So it's actually my property.
Oh my gosh! I'll tell you what, this is bad.
Hey, you should be happy that I'm not playing the Grinch theme song right now.
Josh, you're the host. Did you bring in that guy who makes blue bumblebee outfits?
Yes, I did already.
Sean, my goodness.
By the way, let's get to our opening rants. I have a big one today about Jimmy Butler because he doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Should I start off here?
Hey, wait, can I get in on this? I gotta say this. Jimmy Butler, to quote the guy that says, "You just made the list."
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler, would you please shut the hell up?
All right, there you go.
I had to get that out, Cooley Hump. I had to get that out.
Look, by the way, when I do this rant, I may add my Chicago sports radio caller impression as well.
Hey, can I join in?
I know the big way likes to say as well.
Hey, if you do that, can I join in?
Yes. All right, here we go. Look, I'm going to make this as short and sweet as I can say this. At the end of the day, yes, Jimmy Butler was a good defender. As a scorer, he was an above-average scorer at best. Dude, Sean, look at this. 30% of his scoring production is from the free throw line. Mm-hmm. Is that really that impressive? No. And Jimmy Butler had 3 years of an opportunity to become the face of the franchise and be the leader. And what did he do with it? Oh, he decides to take a timeout during the Lakers game so he could take a selfie with Mark Wahlberg. Secondly, he goes to man his old locker room. Who the hell do you think you are? And thirdly, and most importantly, he's the one that sparked all that drama last year during the Bulls season. Oh, Jimmy Butler against Fred Hoiberg. Jimmy Butler doesn't like how Fred Hoiberg is not that hard of a coach. Oh, Jimmy Butler against the young guys. Jimmy Butler against this. Jimmy Butler against this. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Yeah, it's okay to praise somebody who plays hero ball all the time, but what did that get us? Absolutely nothing. Bobby Portis won us game 1 in Boston, and Rajon Rondo won us game 2 in Boston as well when we had the 2-0 lead. And guess what happened? When Rajon Rondo got injured, it was up to Jimmy Butler. And then guess what happened the next 4 games? Jimmy Butler didn't do his effing job as a leader. So as a guy who watched his entire career with the Bulls since he got drafted in 2011, I think I know Jimmy Butler from a distance pretty well. And I'm a good – I can judge a bullshitter from a good bullshitter. And Jimmy Butler, you need to shut the fuck up already. Move on.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bulls went the Fred Hoiberg route. Good, they should have went the Fred Hoiberg route because when it was all up to you, when we're up 2-0, when we needed to eliminate the Celtics, you didn't show up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and honestly, I thought after the first 2 games, it was.
Yeah.
Hold on, son. he can make all the excuses he wants because, I'm a defender and I was just getting tired and I'm the last guy that Tom Thibodeau developed. I don't give a shit about Tom Thibodeau anymore. Maybe I'm the only Chicago sports fan here that doesn't call on radio station. You know, when we had Tom Thibodeau, we had a real basketball team that we could be proud of here in Chicago.
Oh, the day Tom Thibodeau was fired, you know what I did? I drowned my sorrow by eating nothing but pork chops. And you know what? All those pork chops were good.
It's just frustrating, man. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna come on here and act like Fred Hoiberg's the second coming of Steve Kerr or Brad Stevens or anything like that. Yes, we've had losing records, and yes, he went to the playoffs in his second year as a coach. But is Fred Hoiberg all the problems? No, and I'm not also saying that that Garden Packs are all the problems, because I know that's the easy scapegoat to do when it comes to Chicago Bulls talk these days. Oh, it's just all Garden Packs' fault. It's only Garden Packs' fault. Yeah, Garden Packs drafted Joakim Noah, Jimmy Butler, Taj Gibson, Derrick Rose. So yeah, it's only Garden Packs' fault. I hate Bulls fans these days. I do. I think they're more annoying than Bears fans right now, because instead of trying to look for reasons to be optimistic about the Bears season, all their focus is on looking at the past. Oh, well, just when you think the Bears are about to get an important victory, they lose and they drop the ball. We got a new quarterback. Jay Cutler's not playing here anymore. Jesus Christ.
I hear you, dude. I hear you.
All right, that's my opening rant. J-Ball, you need to shut the fuck up.
I hear you. Right on, Glory Hump. We got Trubisky. Well, not we, just the Bears do.
And that's why the Bulls are 2-7.
Sensitive ass Chicago sports fans are so fucking insecure. They're more insecure than Boston and New York sports fans combined.
They're going to be starting about Los Angeles sports fans. They're not even real fans.
And Frank, I know you boycotted the NBA. I'm sure you got some perspective on the Bulls and their 2-7 record, though, thinking that they're just a rebuilding team, right?
They suck. That's all I'm going to say. They suck. They suck.
I don't think I see the Bulls. No, the Bulls won't get to the playoffs. I don't.
Playoffs?
With the way they're going right now.
Can we?
Hey, Glory Hump,
I guess.
Playoffs.
Glory Hump, your answer. I got to say this, Glory Hump. You, my friend, are one of the most outspoken people there is. And take that as a compliment. Take that as a compliment.
I appreciate that, Bigwood.
You're a man, dude.
Why do you think I'm outspoken, though?
No, outspoken's a good thing, though. Outspoken in terms of you're not afraid to share your opinion about something. See, there are a lot of people that hide their opinions. But you are a person that speaks freely, and I like that, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
If you guys are, I guess.
It's a compliment.
Yeah, I'll go.
Take it as a compliment, dude. Take it as a compliment.
I agree with Josh on this for my opening rant. People have every right to be really irked and disgusted with the shootings that have happened. Think about it. We had Las Vegas. We did a show on a Monday, October 2nd. You know, the day that, you know, it was a nightmare for us all that we saw that. And we're like going, gosh, you know. And now a church shooting that happened. I'm fed up with this. I really am. And this is no joke, and this is no laughing matter.
Of course not. Definitely not.
Yeah, something, Bud, needs to be done, Frank. I mean, it's really horrible and despicable the way people are these days. I mean, think about it, gentlemen. To a church with, you know, because you don't know what could happen. You can't go on a picnic because you don't know what could happen. A movie theater, a school, anywhere in the public, because these mass shootings just continue to be ugly. I'm so fed up and disappointed with the country. I know I was watching the Celtic-Laker game a few nights ago, and a friend of mine was messaging me and talking about it, and he says, you see, Sean, the point is everybody is angry with each other, and this is what leads to everybody. I mean, whatever happened to people, whatever happened to the days of the 90s when things were so innocent, things were so good, and then bam, 9/11 came. The last 16 years have been nothing but, you know, we haven't had like any major terrorist attack because we've had the best security in the world protecting us in this country. But in the last 16 years, we've seen way too many mass shootings that have gotten bad. We saw mass shootings in this country before 9/11 happened, back in the 80s and the 90s. I'm just I'm so sick of it, and I'm so heartbroken that even children are now worried about the present generation of children, and I don't know what can be done. I do agree that Congress does need to do something about it, and Democrats and Republicans do need to come up with a resolution for this. And Josh's post had every right to be irked about it and PO'd about it. I mean, I couldn't believe it. My phone was blowing up again. 26 people dead. This guy obviously had some really serious mental issues or something. He was in the U.S. Air Force. Just a real sad story. And then he, of course, threatened his family. I mean, it's just crushing that this stuff just doesn't seem to end. And I feel bad about all the stuff that's happened in Chicago with all the shootings this year and all the beatings. I mean, what the heck is going on with this country? This country is just falling apart.
Crazy.
This every weekend.
Hey, we got to give a shout out, though. We got to give kudos. Guys, we got to give kudos. This is important I mentioned it. We got to give kudos to that guy who was across the street from the church that had his gun that confronted the shooter.
There's a new mass shooting every single weekend during the football games. Every single weekend.
Oh, yeah, right. Las Vegas was one.
Like, grow up, everybody. Grow up. And also, you know what another part of this issue is? It's parenting. I know people don't have the cojones to say it, but it's actual parenting. People that actually have discipline in the right manner, not discipline just because I don't want to deal with my kids. So what am I going to do? I'm going to spank them. I'm going to beat them. Look, do what you want with your kids, but at the same time, don't go overboard to the point where they're freaking weirdos and to the fact that they want to lash out at everybody because their childhood was horrible. Look, I understand that life's not rainbows and butterflies, but in my opinion, just my opinion, and people are entitled to their own opinion, I think parenting is piss poor today. I'm lucky for the parents I have. Same thing with Frank, Sean, Browning, and everybody I know. But there are some bad parents out there, and it's that's sparking these type of decisions. It sucks. It's unfortunate. We have no control over it. But God damn it, can we do our fucking jobs as parents and not have our kids be miserable at the world once they're over the age of 20? Can we do something to fix that? Because you know, maybe the news won't talk about it, but a lot of the causes behind these mass shootings are people that are literally violently angry at the entire world for how they were raised and the situations they were brought up in. And nobody wants to admit that. We want to look over it like we don't have bad parenting, and that's a big issue. Grow up, everybody, and do your fucking jobs.
Exactly. Yeah, you're taking words out of my mouth, dude.
Yeah, it's good to get it off our chest because I looked at a thing on NBC News, and they are saying that mass shootings are getting worse and worse. That's what the experts say, and I agree with the experts. And I've always said, when I said, you know what, from here on out, we got to protect ourselves wherever we go because nothing is safe when you go out.
You ain't taking away the guns, I'll tell you that.
You know, and I've received death threats before. I received one this summer.
You received death threats?
Well, somebody. This is interesting. Somebody when I was in a relationship with my ex. Okay. Somebody apparently knew about it and called my number. It was a restricted phone call number. And I said, I don't know who you are or what your name is, but please don't, I was already to say, please don't ever call and bother both of us again. And apparently my phone got tapped or something like that. I almost changed my number, and it scared me and scared my ex. And I was like, and I had nothing to do with it.
Your phone got tapped.
I'm sure right now they don't believe a thing. They probably say, oh, he had something to do with it. And I was like, no, I had no knowledge about it and stuff too. And it's just, I agree with Josh. It is, people are so two-faced, so super sensitive. Politics is absolutely a dangerous thing to post on social media. I mean, apparently there's going to be somebody who's going to pick a fight with you about it. I just, the world is sick, and it's our society is sick. And I've been just thinking, you know, You know, people should keep their politics to themselves. Why post on social media when you realize if you're a Democrat or Republican or an independent? It's just not, you can't win because somebody's going to fire away and get into a fight with you, and then that's going to be like leading to blocking and unfriending. I just basically say no. You know, ever since Trump got elected, I said, you know what, I'm a Democrat and I'm fed up with him, but I'm not going to go run to social media and start complaining about the person. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Make any sense whatsoever. Now,
yeah,
you know,
but
with Trump,
how did you get a death threat though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did you literally get a death threat?
This person cried because I was with her. Okay. I was with her, and the guy came out with a threatening thing saying, "How old are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm 30 years old." And he goes, "You may not live to see 31." And that was a real, that was a real bad thing. My parents got scared. It was a very scary time. Because I mean, it was a Wednesday night. We dropped her off at play practice, okay? And then apparently I was relaxing, watching the Dean Martin Celebrity Roast with my folks. And I was kind of deleting old text messages, kind of cleaning up my phone a bit. And then I got this call, and I'm like, who got my number? Who knew about me? Who knew about me and my ex? It made no sense. And I was like, going, this world is really screwed up in the head.
Yeah, but you're taking away the guns. You ain't taking away the guns.
It was really sad.
You take away the guns. If there's an attempt to take away guns, mark my word, the Civil War II will come about what will happen in this country.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also upset for how much I ran about. Well, you know, I'm also upset about how people stalk you and harass you and just watch your every move. It just seems like there's always way too much of that. And I like what Josh says. Grow up.
Yeah.
Stop trying to stalk. If you got an issue with the person, fine, block the person and have them out of your life. But don't be trying to feel like the best thing to do is to stalk and harass the guy and watch his every move. You know, it doesn't make any sense. All right, and that's the way I look at it. And then
Trump won. You need it for Friday.
I'm gonna blast this Boston sports radio person. How dare you? Because how dare you mock Roy Halladay, who died in a plane crash?
Okay, he's right there. That ain't funny. That ain't funny there.
That's not right.
That's not funny.
No.
I mean, I saw that. I'm like, that's real stupid.
Still have a job after that.
It's surprising he does still have a job because, you know, you don't mock and say, I think that's all, saying, oh, he had it coming to him. No, that's a stupid thing to say. That's a slap in the face. I mean, my thoughts, like everybody else, and our prayers go out to Roy Halladay and his family. I mean, I always enjoyed Halladay. He was a tough pitcher to beat. I remember him when Boston played Toronto.
That's ridiculous.
You don't do that.
You can't say that stuff on air.
Yeah. And I'm surprised that he still has his job because, you know, again, you have to watch what you say or watch what you do because whatever you say or whatever you do can have serious consequences, especially in the social media world and even in the new technology of the radio world.
Right.
Think before you act, and you won't have any trouble. If you don't, you're going to have consequences, and you're going to have to own up for them. Like with my ex, I made mistakes with her, but you know what? I have said to people, I own up for everything. I apologize. I made some mistakes that were bad. I wish she would learn to do it too, and of course she probably does. Yeah, we all do things we kick ourselves for. That's the way I look at it. We all do things.
Yeah, let's see. Do I got one? Let's see. No, dude, really, life is good. Hey, what do you guys think about OJ? My goodness, OJ, his life has been, I got to say this, OJ's life has really been interesting in the month plus since he was released from prison because now he gets thrown out of a Las Vegas hotel. I mean, dude, things that OJ, guys, what we should predict, what is the next piece of news OJ Simpson is going to make in his life? We should actually predict that.
Oh, God.
We should.
I don't know, Frank, but I will tell you this. O.J. Simpson, great football player, but just made some really bad and poor decisions in his life. I will admit that.
Guess what turned 41 this year?
Wait, what? So this is not a person, right?
No, this is an album.
Oh, wait, 1976. I'm good at music. I don't know. Boston had their debut in 76, I believe.
Hotel California.
Oh, the Eagles. That's right.
Nice.
Oh, Yes, the
My
Eagles.
all-time favorite album, Hotel California. There you go.
That's a good one.
By God, it's snowing! By God, Mitch Trubisky's gonna play.
That's enough.
Right.
This is the first, man. I don't remember snow like this before a football game in November.
Man.
Frank, this has been a
Hey, you know
while.
what? I don't know, snow aside, 23 degrees is unseasonably cold
Yeah.
for November. Here we are, what, less than 2 weeks before Thanksgiving? I mean, what's the normal temperature? Like 40 degrees around this time? Help me out here.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, yeah, around 40 degrees, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But if you look at it, 23, I went to Planet Fitness this morning. And when I got into my car, I checked the temperature at 23 degrees. This was around after 5 o'clock. I got out around 7 o'clock, just a little bit before 7, a couple minutes before 7 o'clock. And the temperature was hovering still at 23 degrees.
You know what's a cure for snow? Or just the cold in general?
Salt? Hot chocolate?
Waterfall.
Oh,
Yes.
sweet.
Especially Cheryl Scott Waterfall from ABC. And also, let me say this really quick. I hate when it comes to like this time of year where you like to go to the gym, but you have to put your stupid winter coat on and your like it negates the fact that I'm gonna sweat, but I had to put this big ass jacket on and joggers and all. Like, come on, I need to go to the gym with the shorts.
I do, dude. Hey, boy, help. You know what? I wore my shorts out. I had a hoodie on, and I take my hoodie off at Planet Fitness because I have a locker there. So I take my hoodie off, but I still had the shorts. You just gotta fight through the elements. That's all I did was just fight through the elements. No biggie.
Oh. All right.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be in shape so I can get the waterfall, boy, hump. You know that.
And 2 weeks from today is Black Friday.
Yep.
Nobody cares.
Fake news. Fake news.
I know.
Fake news.
Yeah,
What
dude.
do you need? Frank, you could go to the
Thanks,
store
Lawrence.
and go get your shopping done at like 3 or 4 in the morning and maybe be out all day.
Hey,
But if it comes to Christmas
Brownie, check
shopping,
this out.
I can do Christmas Eve.
Brownie, check this out. I'm gonna build the wall between Walmart and Costco's.
Boy, Hump, you're pretty quiet. You're awesome with that voice.
His impersonations are good. Even when
It's
he went,
classic,
even when he did
classic.
Obama, that was good.
Can I get to my rants real quick?
Trubisky better not throw anti-interceptions this week.
And if he does, I'm going to drown my sorrow in pork chops.
Oh.
But if he prepares to victory, I'm going to celebrate with pork chops.
All right, Brownie, any opening rants you have before we move on? For the love of God.
Glad that AJ Styles is the new champion.
That annoys me, by the way.
Hey, I have met AJ Styles. That guy's awesome. I mean, really, very down to earth.
And PTW this Sunday, the road to Last Stand before the next DVD taping.
Yeah.
That's it.
But by the way, I'm a Jinder Mahal guy. I don't care what anybody says. That guy should have kept the title longer. That's ridiculous. You're gonna get rid of the title because you can't handle criticism from the freaking marks. We got to appease the smart marks, so we put AJ Styles. And guess what? Oh, yeah, we're going to put AJ Styles and Nakamura at WrestleMania, and nobody's going to give a shit when it happens because everybody will be talking about Roman Reigns again at the end of WrestleMania this year. Congratulations, smart marks. You got worked again.
Yeah, dude, the WWE is very predictable.
I like Styles, though.
I do, too. Dude,
I like AJ Styles, too, but why did Jinder Mahal have to lose his title?
Hey, I respect everything Styles has done in pro wrestling. This guy is an actual buster to get to where he is.
What bothers me is that Jinder Mahal was an actual heel, like for the old days. And we can't handle heat in 2017, jackasses. All right, let's move on. We have it's 10:35. Let's have one more boy have his 15 minutes of fame. Go with your long.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the Sports Drive. All right, from the NBA tonight from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, Michigan.
God.
It's the Pistons. Nobody cares where the game's going to play, wherever it is, dude.
Yeah.
It'll be the 2-9 Atlanta Hawks taking on the 8-3 Detroit Pistons.
And then
let's move on, can we please?
The team that has the team that has the best record in the NBA, and that's right, the best record in the NBA. The Boston Celtics will be hosting the Charlotte Hornets tonight.
Oh,
By the way, Browning, it's not the Cavaliers who have the best record. LeBron isn't the best player in the NBA. Sorry to break it to you.
Sean, you don't have to rub it in his face, dude. He knows. He ain't stupid.
Tonight from the Doritos Center in Chicago, Illinois.
and then
What?
Doritos.
Just waiting for Josh. It's not the Doritos Center. For the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, it'll be Indiana Pacers. They're taking on the Chicago Bulls tonight.
Okay.
Okay, so the Pacers at the Bulls. Lastly, let's see, not lastly, but the LA Clippers. They're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight on ESPN. Get ready for this from the AT&T Center. Here's your game for tonight. It'll be the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
The Orlando Magic at the Phoenix Suns, Miami Heat at the Utah Jazz, and the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Portland Trailblazers.
As Mr. Mackey from South Park would say, okay.
I'll make this quick.
Okay.
How about this one for tomorrow's NBA from the Capital One Arena from Washington, D.C.?
Oh,
How about that one? Yeah, the Capital One Arena.
Oh, well, what is it, Shawty? Well, you tell us, dude, let's have him read that. Then we'll get to the breaking news, dude.
All right, good.
All right, from Capital One Arena from Washington, D.C., it'll be the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Washington Wizards. The L.A. Clippers, they'll head to New Orleans to take on the Pelicans. And by the way, New Orleans' new place is called the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans.
oh my,
Smoothie King? What the?
oh God.
Oh, breaking news.
I want to hear.
Oh, God.
You said you're breaking news, dude.
Of all things, the Smoothie King Center, which I'll actually be at in New Orleans next year.
Dude, it's not.
That's an actual restaurant, by the way. Smoothie King.
I'm getting a laugh out of it because Josh in the Smoothie
Dude,
King Center.
Smoothie King, can I say this? The Smoothie King kind of sounds like a pimp.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Sacramento Kings taking on the New York Knicks.
Oh, no, here's the breaking news.
Breaking news, dude. Yeah, I've got the Beeple of Beep Beep already. Dude, read it.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I had it right here pulled up.
Wait for it.
Twitter's being an a-hole.
Twitter's an. Where have you been? It's almost that every day.
Yeah.
I have a couple ones. This is from Ian Rappaport from NFL Network, all right? All right. Tyvon Branch out for the rest of the year. Torn ACL.
Nice.
He'll be out. Zay Jones for the Buffalo Bills, the wide receiver, the rookie. He's out.
Oh,
With a knee injury as well.
many knee injuries.
Yeah, dude.
There was some controversy yesterday whether or not Russell Wilson was in concussion protocol during the game against the Cardinals. And, the news yesterday broke that the New England Patriots have claimed Martellus Bennett off of waivers. So,
That was definitely a break. It did happen yesterday.
For now.
I think I also heard that.
Jeez.
Rick, also, other breaking news. I got a couple of them too, by the way. I know we got the update.
What is it, dude?
All right, Richard Sherman out for the rest of the year. He got injured last night against the Cardinals.
I don't think that's really breaking. Happened last night.
The New York Yankees are interviewing, I can't believe I'm saying this, Aaron Boone to become their next manager. Aaron bleeping Boone.
So they're not going to interview. So they're not interviewing me. Jeez, I wanted to be the Yankees, the next Yankee manager.
Then you know what happens, Frank? I'll boo you. I'll be like, boo.
So that's pretty weird. Yeah, dude. Hey, you know what? If I became the next Yankee manager, I could probably get a call.
A sprinkle as manager of the Yankees.
Wouldn't be bad.
Oh, stop it, Browning. Stop. From Madison Square Garden tomorrow, it'll be the Sacramento Kings taking on the Knicks. Let's see, the Grizzlies, they're taking on the Houston Rockets. Rockets are 9-3, having kind of one of their best records since the Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon era. Big time for Houston sports. They had the Super Bowl, the Astros won the World Series, and of course now the Rockets are 9-3. From the American Airlines Center tomorrow from Dallas, Texas, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks, of course, are 2-10. Mark Cuban not putting up with it anymore. He's upset and angry about it.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, what's he gonna do?
Well, he needs to start rebuilding the team. Oh, get ready for this one. From the BMO Harris Bradley Center. The BMO Harris Bradley Center. Browning's reaction.
Sounds like
It'll be the LA Lakers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. They lost against the Wizards last night. The Chicago Bulls will take on the San Antonio Spurs. Philadelphia 76ers, they're taking on the Golden State Warriors. Can't wait for next Thursday. I know Snowman and another friend of mine a couple friends of mine are Warrior fans, and they're ready for the Celtics and the Warriors. Maybe a finals preview.
Hey,
Magic.
Am I the only one who's tired and bored of the Warriors?
Well, don't forget. Well, come on, Josh. They won two finals.
Screw the Warriors and screw the Fuckaleers too while we're at it.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Hey,
sorry.
Why not the NBA in general?
Yeah. Hey, Brownie. By the way, how's your boy LeBron doing, man?
Yeah, not very well, right, Browning?
Yeah, you know, I'm playing
he's all right.
The 2020 All-Star game coming to Chicago. I'm not going. It's
Why won't you go?
Dude, it's
Come on, Frank. Go to the game.
Come on.
You can go. You're good.
You can take pictures with the coaches and NBA players. You can have a great time.
Let me get this straight. So let's say they had the All-Star game at Wrigley Field, right? You'll go to that, but you won't go to the one in the United Center.
Yeah, the baseball one. Well, probably I don't know about that actually.
Hey, Sean, I got an idea. I told Frank and Browning about this before we came on. I have an idea to make the All-Star game have some meaning in it.
Hey, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear this.
I think you'll like this, all right?
I think you will too.
And trust me, I know how you feel about this particular game, but here we go. You want to add real stock and levity to the All-Star game? The loser of the All-Star game must have a playing game to get the final wild card spot in that particular conference.
Oh,
what do you think?
Gosh, that's awful. The All-Star game is a good fun. I can't believe this.
It's brilliant.
Believe it.
It's
MLB All-Star game. He took that rule out. We don't need another All-Star game rule. It's for fun.
No, but it's showing. It's showing what league is better. That they can solidify what their playoff seeding is, and the other one needs to fight for it.
From the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado.
How you deflect that?
Oh my gosh, that is really. An All-Star game is where you sit and enjoy it. It's for free. There's nothing there's no, like, card or having home court advantage. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. The Orlando Magic taking on the Denver Nuggets at the Pepsi Center tomorrow. I can't believe I just heard that. The Minnesota Timberwolves. How about this one in Phoenix, Arizona? Get ready for the name of this one. The Talking Stick Resort Arena. Talking Stick Resort Arena in Phoenix. It'll be the
Talking Stick Arena.
I wonder how you guys feel about these new names. I wonder how you guys feel about all these new courts and stuff, these new names that they have at NBA arenas.
How about the fact that these teams now, when they play on the road, they play in their home jerseys? They're wearing their home jerseys.
Yeah, dude, hold on. You know that new rule. The NBA doesn't have a home and away jersey anymore. You could just wear what you want on the account that the two uniforms don't match in terms of color.
And let me get this right. So the Celtics have a Kellogg's logo on their jersey?
Yes.
Oh, yes, they do.
Oh, no, Josh. Don't you dare. It's not going to be called the Kellogg Garden. Oh, please. Let's go down. That all over.
Hey, you got yourself to play. Don, you have yourself to play for that because you came up with that.
But I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. And lastly, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Utah Jazz at the Vivint Smart Home Arena in Salt Lake City.
The Vivint Smart
about this, Frank. All these names and stuff are arenas. All right, in the NHL, here's what we got for tonight's action in the National Hockey League. It'll be the Ottawa Senators taking on the Colorado Avalanche. The Florida Panthers taking on the Buffalo Sabres up in Buffalo, New York State. Let's see. Another one that we got coming out is we got the Boston Bruins taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Washington Capitals. Oh, yeah, it'll be Sidney Crosby of the Penguins against Alexander Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals.
Hey, Sean, that was actually pretty cool, that voice. That was awesome, dude. Kudos.
And we know how Josh feels about Alexander Ovechkin.
Sean, you know what? You should actually get paid for that. You should do additional voice work on the side. I'd hire you.
Sidney Crosby against Alexander Ovechkin.
I'd hire you.
Of course, they're awesome, man. Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. The New York Islanders taking on the Dallas Stars. And lastly, get ready for this name. The Winnipeg Jets taking on, get ready for this on the update, the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
I thought they were the Vegas Golden Knights.
I guess what's going to happen, the Vegas Knights are going to eliminate the Boston Bruins in the playoffs this year.
How can they, dude? How can they? The only way they can beat us is the Stanley Cup
That
final.
would have to be the Stanley
that's right. They're in the Western Conference.
Yeah, dude. They can't
That's
play
my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's action, the
they'll be
Edmonton
in the
Oilers.
playoffs.
Oh, gosh. Edmonton Oilers taking on the New York Rangers, Colorado Avalanche at the Ottawa Senators for tomorrow. I think they're playing
How many hockey games there tonight?
Yeah, is everybody the Leaf playing tonight?
This is for everybody. The Maple Leafs at the Boston Bruins. It's like back-to-back. Sabres, they're taking on the Canadiens. The Blue Jackets taking on the Red Wings. The Panthers taking on the Devils. Wild taking on the Flyers. And by the way, Frank and Josh, since you guys are the big Blackhawk fans, what is going on with the Blackhawks? They're 7-7-2. I mean, I thought they'd be playing some good hockey right now.
That's the point.
Dude, they have 16 points. What's wrong with that? It's not that bad.
We'll find out when we get into the postseason.
It's early.
We'll find out.
We're not even at freaking Christmas time.
I'm sure Chicagoans are like, what's the matter with
we gotta blow it up. We gotta blow it up.
We gotta blow it up. We need to start trading players and get rid of their coach for the Blackhawks.
Frank, some jackass called it to Catch Show yesterday, Frank, and said, "Oh, would you consider putting Patrick Kane on the trading block?"
Oh, goodness. Oh, my Hold on. Hey, boy, I'm going to respond this way. Yes, I would consider putting Patrick Kane on the trading block. He sucks. He has no meaning to the Blackhawks. He's one of the worst Blackhawk ever. And guess what? I'm a complete jack. You know what? Gosh, what an idiot who called.
Come on. He was a big part of those 3 cups that the Blackhawks won. You can't take that away from him.
What an idiot.
The New York Islanders taking on one of the best teams in hockey, and that's the St. Louis Blues. The Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Nashville Predators. Actually, you know what? The Penguins Predators. It's a rematch of this year's Stanley Cup Finals when the Penguins won in 6 games. The Winnipeg Jets are taking on the Arizona Coyotes, and right now the Coyotes team. Ugh. And lastly, the Canucks, they're taking on the San Jose Sharks. So that's the NHL. Last report for the NFL. We have the games to get to, but one final. The Seattle Seahawks won a big game down in Glendale, Arizona. They defeat the Arizona Cardinals 22-16.
Hey, I'm going to ask you guys this question. Didn't the Seahawk uniforms look like they were made of grass?
No.
I would agree with that.
Dude, those idiotic color rush that they wore yesterday, it looked like
breaking news.
It looked like they were made of grass.
Due to demanding demand for first night of tickets, the Foo Fighters decided to have a second night of their concert series at Wrigley Field.
Oh, how nice!
On July 30th of next year.
Wow, that's so awesome.
Now, Frank, you're going to go to that? That's at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, Wrigley Field.
Frank, I wanted to get your thoughts on this. Brandon Hyde's the new bench coach for the Cubs. He's moving from the first base coach to the bench coach.
Well, he's been with the Cubs for a while. He's been with them in various coaching positions. I actually think it's a good idea. I actually like it. I'm above all else, I'm happy Dave Martinez got a job as a manager, as a managerial job. But you know what?
Washington sports are just doomed for a while. Bryce Harper is not going to win anything. And by the way,
I don't know.
I was correct. By the way, Clayton Kershaw is still the Alex Ovechkin of baseball because he did not get a ring. He did not win the World Series. He did not get the job done. So,
but come on, Josh. They were one game from winning the World Series this year, Josh.
Guys.
Hey, you don't win the World Series, you're a failure.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Glory Hub, I'll give you something. You talk about somebody that, I don't know well, I can tell you what's bigger. Marrying Kate Upton for Justin Verlander is bigger than winning the World Series.
What did you think about the guy getting engaged live on TV?
Oh, Carlos Carrillo? I'm happy for him. Good for him. Congratulations.
That girl's pretty hot, actually.
No, apparently she was. Apparently she was like. I think she was.
That was a very.
Hold on, Sean. Be quiet for a moment. The guy apparently was not the fiance to Correa.
Yeah.
Apparently she was a Miss Texas candidate.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All right,
And it was a very emotional. It was emotional to see that because how would you feel if you're a famous ball player and then after the World Series you propose to your girlfriend and on live TV? Yeah, there you go.
Sean, I wouldn't have a girlfriend. I wouldn't be married. I'd just be focusing on my baseball career. Maybe I'll get married after my career. I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Jake from Major League.
I have a question for Frank. Oh yeah, Jake from Major League. I got a question for Frank. How about Carl Willis being the pitching coach for the Cubs? You like it? He came from Boston. Now he's going to be the Cubs pitching coach.
Jim Hickey's the pitching coach for the Cubs.
I don't know what you're hearing now.
I thought Carl Willis, he left and took a position elsewhere.
Well, good for everybody.
Chili Davis from the Red Sox is now the new hitting coach for the Cubs.
Oh, yeah, Chili Davis. That's who it was. How do you feel about that?
I like it.
All right, boys, let's get to the birthday shots before we head into other serious shenanigans at the top of the hour. Don't forget, we are 8 minutes away from the infamous Colin Cowherd legal ID. Those who don't know radio terms. Here we go. Happy 31st birthday to Josh Peck from one of my favorite TV shows growing up as a kid. Sorry to make everybody feel old. Drake and Josh, yeah.
I'm older than you, dude. I was born in the early '80s. You were born in the mid '90s. Who's old here?
No, I don't know if I'm on the bridge of the mid '90s. I was born in '94.
Yeah, but I consider 94 to 96 to be the mid '90s.
I was born in the late '80s. I was born in '87.
Yeah.
I was born in '81. God help me.
All right, next one. Happy 48th birthday to Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy. Good waterfall.
Don't watch the show, dude.
I don't watch it, but she is hot. Happy 34th birthday to Miranda Lambert, country singer. Very nice looking as well.
Oh, yeah. I know who she is. I'm not a big fan of her music, but I do know who she is.
All right. Happy 23rd birthday to Zoe Dutch, movie actress. She's pretty hot, actually. You know, it's interesting. I'm older than her. She is, let's see. I was born in May. Yeah, I'm 6 months older than her. Yep. You guys hear me?
Yep.
I'm just trying to listen, dude. You're the one.
I'm just getting the song ready for the bash hour.
No problem. All right. Happy birthday to the late Brittany Murphy, who was another actress. She was becoming really a big star when I was in elementary school. She was getting into a lot of movies. She died, unfortunately, in 2009.
Yeah.
Happy 36th birthday to a douchebag from the wrestling world, Ryback. Happy birthday to Teddy Bridgewater, who could possibly make his NFL return on Sunday if anything happens to Case Keenum. But Teddy Bridgewater is activated from the PUP list. And before you know it, folks, watch out for Sean Mann's family. The Vikings could get Teddy Bridgewater back as the starting quarterback for the Vikings.
Oh, jeez.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
I don't think it's going to happen immediately, but we'll see.
All right, another one. Here we go. Waterfaller. Happy 25th birthday to Dana Frazier. She turned 25.
Nice.
Happy 49th birthday to Tracy Morgan, comedian. Happy 39th birthday to Eve from the Barbershop movies. Let's see what anybody else here. Here we go. Happy birthday to the late Big Pun. He passed away in 2000. He was a rapper. And then we have a lot of birthday shouts today.
Does half the world have a birthday today?
I don't know. Happy 47th birthday to Warren G. He's another rapper from the 90s.
Hey, talking Warren G.
Yeah, regulate.
Regulators? Oh, no. See, Glory Hump, when you were born, that's what I was listening to, literally. And that's when rap was 100 times better than the garbage that that's today.
It's on right now, right? Yep.
Regulators, mount up. It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume. Glory home. I lived it.
Oh, man. Wonderful. All right, last birthday shout for today. Happy 61st birthday to Sinbad from the. I forgot the name of the movie, but he did a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, was it a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Was it Jingle All the Way?
Maybe, yes.
I think that's not it. Sounds like it.
Yeah, where they're dressed up as superheroes. And
oh, wait. Is that when they get into the Great Frog type fight in the department store?
Yes.
You know I mentioned the Green Frog, don't you?
Yeah, so supposedly here, Ian Rappaport said that Martellus Bennett had a torn rotator cuff.
Oh.
I didn't know that. I have no idea. I don't know. They must have found it in his physical. He's got a torn rotator cuff that he's out for quite some time.
Yep.
All right, folks, that's the birthday shouts for now. Happy birthday to everybody else that we did forget to mention.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we want to be courteous to other people.
Yes, sir. We are 3.5 minutes away from the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
Hey, what should we do in the meantime? We got to find something to kill for left.
What you do is sleep.
I'm with you. Hey, you know what? I'm with Sean on that one. Good night. I need some sleep anyway. I got other time.
La dee da la 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 dee da la dee da dee da da da.
What?
And then.
What? Why did Jay screwed Stone Cold?
What is it good for?
Hey, you know what? We should have that as the intro to our show every day.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, man.
I am a man. I'm proud of it.
Not for another month.
Wait, what do you mean I'm a man for another month? Dude, I'm gonna be
and then again, I'm telling you, if you guys set your stinking New Year's resolution, come true. They really will come true. So try very hard to have New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolutions.
What are you talking about? Believe in them. What do you got? I always like saying this. What do you got to lose? Yeah.
All right, here we go. Another breaking news from the NFL.
Who's hurt now?
All right, this one could affect the Bears-Lions game next week, actually.
From Detroit.
Lions waived offensive tackle Greg Robinson an injury designation.
Yikes. Dude, everyone. But you know what? This is the NFL. Everyone's going to get hurt at some point, unless you're a place kicker.
So that's why they need to get rid of the Thursday night games. This is why the bodies get really tired.
Yeah, but we're gonna Thanksgiving in a few weeks. What do you do about Thanksgiving Day? That's no different. That's
yes. Remember, everybody, we got 3 Thanksgiving games coming up. Don't forget about that.
I'm on pins and needles for that, son.
Does it include the Cowboys?
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, we're gonna have to do a Monday show or something like that, November 20th.
You know what I might
have a lot of family.
You know what I might do after I'm done eating? Sleep. Hey, Chloe,
is anybody cooking?
Do I cook? No, I don't cook.
And then
what's the microwave?
Cook for Thanksgiving. Frank, you could cook the turkey for Thanksgiving for your folks and stuff too, or does
Hey, Glory Hump. I mean, not you, Glory, Shawnee boy. I got a mom that does that for me.
There you go, bud. There you go. I'm only kidding.
15 seconds. All right, I'll give you the countdown.
And then
10. Hold on. I'll give you the countdown when we get to 10. Okay, here we go. 10. What? 9. What?
And then
what?
And then
6. What? 5. What? 4.
And
what?
then
3. What? 2. What?
And
what?
then
What? And then it's all yours, Glory Hump. Take it away.
This is The Herd, wherever you may be and how you may be listening. I'm a jackass streaming on worldwide television on FS1. You can also listen to me on iHeartRadio and Sirius XM. I am accompanied by Waterfall in the form of Kristen Leahy, and she'll be doing The Herd News.
God, help us all.
Back at you, Thatcher.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys
and girls, we are at the top of the hour. And you know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
It is
what does it mean?
Skippy, Bayless, Bash Hour.
What?
Hold on.
And then
it is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Bayless talks and now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now Stars fight back.
I had to put Jock Stars because somebody else interrupted. Rude. One more time for Potluck Friday, and this time be quiet and sit and listen to the whole thing. God, I got to work with these guys the entire year to tell them to stop interrupting.
And then
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. And now it is our turn.
and then
What?
You know, we're getting a little bit better, but can't we get through a song without all these interruptions? Jeez! Gosh, we can't even get through one stinking. Oh my gosh!
Man, drinking the best over so I can shock him already, dude, and go like, because I just want to get it over with, dude.
There's 3 words Sean says at every sports drive. Jeez, gosh, and oh my God.
Dude, oh my God, was that 3 words? Oh my God. So that's 6
All
words,
right,
dude.
Josh. The big question is, how many mice do we have today?
How many, dude?
That's the question. Walmart Boy, we have 46 mice today.
oh,
40 mice? Oh gosh,
No,
here we
46.
go. I cannot believe this.
And by the way, you guys know how I'll tell you about that Giants coach? No, not the coach, but there's a Giants fan who pretends to be a coach on YouTube, and he does locker room speech.
yeah.
I want to play a little bit for you guys. Here we go. Just give it a second. Here we go. It's hilarious.
All right, sit the fuck down.
What, dude?
Shut up. Sit the fuck down.
Just listen. Here we go.
All right, guys, listen. I'm hearing a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit about snow and cold and blah, blah, blah. The fucking cold, the snow. We're playing in Green Bay, you fucking jerk-offs. We're playing in Green Bay in January, you fucking pussy nitwits. It's supposed to be cold and snowy in Green Bay. That's the way it is, you fucking morons. Green Bay has to play for the same shit. So stop giving me that bullshit. It's cold. It's snowing. It's Green Bay. That's the way it's always been. Don't worry about the fucking cold and the snow. Just play fucking football.
Now, I have to
put this in the Bears locker room,
Holy
please.
shit. When I played football, Jesus Christ, we played in 20 feet of fucking snow. 20 fucking feet.
Oh man.
The field would be so deep, we had to dig tunnels to move up and down the fucking field. We had to wear miners' helmets, you morons.
Miners.
We had to put lights on our fucking helmets to be able to see in the snow tunnels. The fans couldn't see the game because we were under the snow the whole fucking game, and that's how it was played.
Oh man.
I hate to say this, but
fucking pussies.
There you go.
Oh man.
What do you guys think?
I think of this. I say, remember again. Think of the children. The children are listening. They're hearing all this stuff that's going on.
They're in school. Dude, shut up.
No, they're not. They're preparing their Christmas list
Wait a
right
minute,
now.
hold on. Glory up. Actually, they may not be in school today. Today is Veterans Day in Illinois. I'm sure you know.
I know it's Monday.
Oh yeah, it is Monday.
But the children, want to hear sports talk.
Got your
Listen
sports
to
talk
really
right
good-
here.
Yeah, be quiet.
Rat bastard.
Browning, nobody told you to hey, suck on that and be quiet. All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's get
46
this over with.
miles. Oh, great. This ought to be really good, even though I can't throw any pillows. I'll grunt.
Yeah, you look good. I'm happy.
Frank, what do you think about Jordan Howard and Pernell McPhee wearing Zach Miller's jersey at practice the other day? I
Awesome
thought that was
tribute.
pretty cool.
Practice.
You know what? Hold on. That was an awesome tribute. You know what? Zach Miller's been through a lot over the last couple weeks. God bless them for the tribute. God bless them.
Yeah. And good for the organization. You had George McCaskey and everybody from the front office go down to New Orleans to see him even after the game.
Amen. Amen.
So best of luck to you, Zach. We'll
God
miss
bless.
you.
Get better. Get better.
Yeah.
For your own health, not for football, but just for your own
Yeah,
health.
just for general.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun. Here we go. Skippy Bayless to the mic.
Oh, God. Why do I even try? Yeah, you get the point.
Yeah. My Boston Red Sox should bring in Scott Podsednik as a hitting coach.
You should?
What the heck? Scott Podsednik?
He's a good contact hitter.
Well, come on, Sean. He did hit a game-winning homer in Game 2 of the World Series in 2005.
And by the way, he did get his first home run of the year against the Red Sox in the ALDS.
Here's my reply. Exactly.
There you go.
This is exactly why I don't even want Scott Podsednik, because I'm left with hurtful and sad memories of what happened a dozen years ago. I do need
a Red Sox. Didn't he play for the Red Sox?
No, it was. You're thinking of A.J. Pierzynski. A.J. Pierzynski played for the Red Sox. That was in 2014.
I have a sneaky suspicion that that Scott Podsednik played for the Red Sox. I could be wrong, but you can look up at Wikipedia because they have all the answers.
I don't know. I mean, well, I could say this, Skip Bayless. At least it would be better to have Scott Podsednik than you become hitting coach, because you don't know a doggone thing about baseball.
Yeah.
And then?
How about this one?
Shut up. I cannot wait until Josh gets to you. I just cannot wait. And I'm pretty sure it's about an Eagles or a Cavaliers quote. I'm sure. You know what? I'm sure Skip Bayless throughout the entire week has been all butthurt because the Cavaliers are 5-7. Browning. What? Oh, what happened? Did your favorite player running out of energy and not very?
Your favorite player is that?
Run.
Yeah,
that's tremendous. Yeah, I only need Shaw whenever he goes AWOL.
The only thing is Browning's happy because the Eagles are doing well.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to the 2 viewers that we have live right here.
Nice.
Check out the show. Now 3. How about that?
That's cool.
Miracle going.
Well, you know what? Pretty soon we're gonna beat PBS. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, we're gonna be undisputed.
Oh yeah, them too. ESPN. We're taking over the world, dude. Yeah. Pretty soon we're gonna pretty soon we're gonna be the government.
We'll get the government cheese.
Oh yeah, dude.
Josh, what's Colin Cowherd saying on Fox Sports 1? I wonder what he's saying.
He's probably going on a long soliloquy about why LeBron James will have a longer legacy than Michael Jordan, which is great at watching his hosting bullshit.
I do have a little breaking news that is actually
little bit short. Is it breaking news? Yes or no?
LeBron might have his. It is real.
Okay, what is it?
Lou said that LeBron James may end up having to have his ankle checked because he is injured. I'm telling you, for reals, the Cavaliers are banged up. They are not as good as they used to be. Sorry, it's the truth. They're done.
Oh, all right, here we go.
Shut up.
All right.
Sorry.
How about Skip Bass in the mic?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
My New England Patriots lose to the Denver Broncos.
Oh.
Skip Bayless owns a new. I don't remember crap. Sean, looks like. My God, settle down, dude. It looks like you're taking it
down, man.
That's not a cool thing to say, Skip Bayless. Because New England's going into Denver and you're going to win. Excuse me. They're going to win, the Patriots are, and that was not a fake sneeze. That was a real one. Goodness.
All right, go ahead.
Pats will beat Denver on Sunday night. So be quiet, Skip. You don't know what you're talking about. Nimrod. Shut up, Browning.
Browning, your quote's coming up soon, so don't get your.
Oh man.
Yeah, you deserve it too.
Yeah, whatever.
Skippy Bale said that David Ortiz is not a good analyst.
Oh.
You did okay.
Yes, he did very well. Maybe his predictions were wrong, but Poppy was very opinionated.
Yeah,
he did a great job.
Yeah, I agree, Sean. He did a fine job.
You would never have David Ortiz in the Pick'em League. Just like you would have Walmart Boy in the Pick'em League. Oh, by the way, Sean, thanks for the points.
You know, Josh, I'm in second place, and I'm gaining on you.
Yeah,
you may be in
behind.
You can enjoy the lead right now, but I am still coming after you. There is a lot of time for me to pull off a last-second miracle.
You enjoy being second right now.
Wait, Sean, are you going to bring weapons into the ring? Hey, there you go. Sean, are you gonna come from behind and hit him with a steel chair?
Oh, Frank, that's sick in the head. All right, Browning.
Sean, if you watch wrestling, you'll know what we're talking about.
Okay. Well, Browning, I have to say this to you too, bud. I hate to admit this, but for you, I am actually ahead of you in the Pick'em League.
Yeah,
Do I need to buy you some? Do I need to buy you some Eagles Kleenex so you can drown your sorrows and have some cheese with that wine?
You giant sour Patriots.
Sean. Sean, let me tell you this. Browning doesn't need sports teams to get him. No, I'm not even going. Yeah, I'm gonna go there, dude. I'm trying to be somewhat PG.
I'm wearing my John Kennedy T-shirt, my John F. Kennedy hat. That's right.
JFK.
Man, he's my idol.
Yeah, did you know he purchased? Yeah, did you know he also purchased a bunch of Cuban cigars before he put the embargo on Cuba? That's a fact.
Hey, you like to smoke those cigars. You can't take that away from him. All right, next quote.
He also likes a lot of women too.
I don't have a next quote, but I want to play a little bit of this more actually.
You know when I fucking played, we played the Bay Actors. That's right, the Bay Actors. You know why? Because the color green and the letter P weren't even invented yet.
Brownie, you like that guy?
Yeah, Browning is not mute. He must be talking with. Oh, he's talking with the AFC chicken business.
No, I got more. That's why it's muted.
John, you're the one that muted him. I can see perfectly you muted him.
What do you mean? I thought he muted himself.
Yes,
come on.
No, I did because I got mowers.
It wasn't my fault, Frank. Your prediction was wrong, but.
Sean, I make predictions that are totally wrong all the time, it seems.
And ask you best in the mind.
Yeah.
My Dallas Cowboys should bring in Ray Rice as running back.
Oh, God.
Ray Rice? What the hell? Let me ask you this. What's he doing now, Ray Rice?
I don't know, but you're going to replace one domestic violence guy, Ezekiel Elliott, with another one? Come on.
Stupid.
Now remember, that's why Jerry Jones doesn't matter. Remember, it's called Jerry's Boys, and Jerry Jones all the trouble players.
You heard that he wants to sue Roger Goodell?
No, I thought it wasn't sue. No, I thought it wasn't sue Roger Goodell. I thought he wanted to block. I thought he wanted to block his contract.
Oh, no, that's he wants to sue the league because of this whole Colin Kaepernick nonsense.
And you know what? Jerry Jones, as much as I have disagreed with him in his decisions, I like this decision a lot. Roger Goodell is one of the worst commissioners ever. I'm sorry, I do not like Goodell. Because his Thursday night football games are a joke.
Yeah, we know
There's talk about him possibly bringing a football team to London, England.
Oh, lovely.
He is serious about that. John's right. He is serious about that.
Yeah, the London Patriots.
That would be in 20.
Hey, how about that? The London Patriots, where the team's actually in a real city, unlike New England, that's not a real city. The London Patriots.
Yes.
Josh, I'm gonna say this right now to you, and you're not gonna like it. The Chicago Bears should consider moving to London and become
that won't happen. That won't happen if we have a second team in Chicago. Then maybe, but no.
It can't happen. You know why? The Bears have a lease with Soldier Field till 2053.
It's a charter franchise.
I don't know. I could talk to the ownership of the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears have a lease. The Bears have a lease with Soldier Field until 2053.
No, the city of Chicago has a stupid lease because we got a stupid Jimmy Neutron ship with stupid grass on the field. That's not even real grass.
Hey, you know what? Why couldn't we got an indoor retractable roof stadium?
Soldier Field's a freaking dump, and it's an embarrassment to this city.
Think of it this way. Think of it this way. And you know how I am about this.
All right, go ahead.
But if Chicago had got a nice retractable roof stadium or an enclosed glass like in Minnesota, Chicago could have had the Super Bowl and WrestleMania. They could have had the best of both worlds, the Super Bowl and WrestleMania.
I consider this to possibly happen with the Bears. You could A, move them to London, become the London Bears, or B, you can move them to Springfield and they can become the Springfield Bears. Look.
Well, Homer, hey, let me ask you this. Will Homer get season tickets?
I got breaking news.
Man.
Frank, I know you're gonna be excited about this because I know you're a big Monday Night War guy. Goldberg,
Is Attitude Goldberg?
Goldberg's documentary of the WWE 24 documentaries they do on the network, they'll be airing at the Raw this Monday.
Oh, right.
Nice.
Sweet. Oh, by the way, one other thing. I have not seen the 30 for 30 on Ric Flair. I did record it, though. I did record it.
Good.
I watched a little bit of that.
You need to see it.
I have heard I have heard reviews of it, and I do have it recorded on my Xfinity DVR.
It's
Nice.
really good.
I will see it. I will see it.
All right, Brownie, here we go, buddy. Here we go, buddy.
boy.
Just for you. All right. Skippy Bayless said that sooner or later, Alshon Jeffrey will get it hurt.
Get hurt. You can't be predicting injuries like that. That's cruel. Ah, shush. That's cruel. You can't just be saying injuries.
I'm sorry, but that means that everything will go.
John, did you just blow some gas, dude?
Yeah, it's not good to predict injuries.
Yeah, that's cruel.
Yeah,
that's cruel.
That
is cruel.
Let me say this, Sean. The Eagles do have.
What that means. What I'm saying. Oh, Frank, the Manning brothers make Tom Brady. You stinker!
Hey,
oh
Sean,
my!
You know why it's funny? It's
right.
funny because it's true.
But I'm gonna say that
the Eagles have a problem because Torrey Smith and Alshon Jeffrey are injury prone. That's a fact. They're injury prone. So when those two guys go down, these go.
I admit, okay, the injury thing was a little bit cruel, and I'm sorry, but if it means if one Eagles down, that means that the whole Eagles season is going to come falling apart.
Why would you predict? Why would you?
On the way to losing.
I hear that thing. Fly Eagles fly. Come up with another theme song. So it doesn't have any enthusiasm. It's just
because Dirty Water has really to it.
Hey, Dirty Water, Nessie, Shipping Up to Boston, Sweet Caroline. Now those are real great songs.
Frank, why did I do this to myself?
What did you do? What? I don't know. What did you do, dude? What did you do? Explain.
Why would you predict someone to get hurt?
Yeah, exactly. That is cruel. That is cruel beyond belief. If you want to predict somebody's going to lose, fine.
That's
fine. But don't predict somebody getting hurt. What an idiotic moron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Skip Bayless really is. That would be bad.
Skippy Bayless said that Doug Peterson is an overrated coach.
He is? Shut up. Shut up. You know what up. And here you go.
What is this? Yeah, sure, Frank. Like he's a real hero. He's making this country burn to the ground. Give me a break.
I got a Trump quote next.
Oh, sweet. Sure enough, I put a picture of Trump.
Before you say that real quick.
Oh, go ahead, Browning.
If he's overrated, it's getting their water to 8-1 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Next.
But he's a Cowboy. He's a Cowboys fan. He believes Dallas will probably make some big run at going all the way to the Super Bowl this year.
No way, Sean. You're a Cowboys fan too, aren't you?
Browning, I have said it on a previous show. I do not have Cowboys crap. Stop that. You're going to deserve this.
I think it may be Jerry Jones' long-lost nephew.
Okay, look, I made a prediction at the beginning of the year, back around middle or late August, that it would be New England and Dallas Super Bowl, and I can still be
horny. Blue Hell wants to watch that.
Yeah, really.
That would be great. You got two teams with all this history and a lot of position.
I got your history right here.
Yeah, right there.
Both teams have 5 Super Bowls. Come on. I mean, you got to remember how great that would be for the ratings. And as for the Eagles, even if New England were to play Philadelphia in the Super Bowl,
you know what? The rest.
Yeah.
Hey, Browning, do you remember what happened in Super Bowl 39 in Jackson?
Remember that?
Yeah, Sean. Hey, Sean. Remember you? Remember Eli? Remember?
I remember.
Twice. Remember? Hey, how about David Tyree?
Oh.
All right, Frank. I did not need to hear that. That requires.
You already did.
Mute it and be quiet.
What?
I need you to be quiet because we got to get to the last book.
This gentleman.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I'll say this. How about a 25-point deficit in the Super Bowl this year?
Okay, let's move on. I'm happy for the Patriots. I'll give the Patriots their due. I'll give their Patriots their due.
Yeah, because Julian Edelman didn't catch the ball, actually. But that's neither here or there.
Oh, man. Oh, Frank left the group. I was okay.
Yeah. All right, next one, and the last quote of the day. Here we go. This one's a Donald Trump quote. Here we go.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Save the best for last.
Skippy Bell said that
Yeah, boy.
Like Donald Trump? My goodness, what an idiot.
my Boston Bruins should bring in Donald Trump as a bench coach.
That ain't gonna happen.
Man. That's sickening right there.
That ain't gonna happen.
That has total bad images.
Hold up. Come on now. There's a wall between the bench and the ice.
Don't hit me with the stinking wall. Break here. Oh, we need to build a wall.
Hey, let me ask you, will there be a break in the wall?
Oh.
Well, it's like President Reagan said to Gorbachev in '87, tear down this wall.
Yeah, the wall did come down.
That's where and the wall did come down in 1989.
Yeah, I know. I was at home watching television. I had a day off of school, and I was watching television with my mom, and the networks cut in.
It was November of '89. I
lived it.
I was two. I was two. I was being a troublemaker. No, that's all right.
On that note, thank you guys so much for checking out
what about our picks?
the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. We'll have some more Colts view next week, right here on the Sports Chat.
Next Friday, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
All right, boys, let's get to the main event of the evening. It is our predictions. Yeah, for week 10 of the NFL season.
Why? The NFL is going to blow. No, let's pick that anyway.
Currently standing in the pick of league, I have a 7-game lead over Walmart Boy and the Browning Master. I think Big Win's somewhere around 3rd or 4th place, and then Justin's all the way down.
Yeah, he's way down.
You know something, Josh? You're lucky to be ahead. It's not going to last long. I have got the ability to come all the way back and sneak up and win.
You sure about that?
Absolutely. I have every belief I am going to still come back and win because you guys, you know what's so funny? You guys at the beginning of the year were saying I was going to finish in last place. It's not the case now, is it? I'm in 2nd.
For now.
Yeah, for now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First one, start off big here. One of the biggest and greatest rivalries in all of sports. We have the Packers at the Bears at Soldier Field. Let's start off with Browning.
Go Bears.
Hey, you stole my line.
After what I saw on Monday night and how bad Green Bay is, Chicago Bears will win. The Packers have never been the same since Aaron Rodgers got injured. Okay. And, the Pack. And I think, honestly, I really do believe, I'll make this quick, that Mike McCarthy may be out as Packers coach because, players are already trying to defend Mike McCarthy. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets fired this year if they don't make the playoffs.
I'll say this though: the whole narrative of the Packers owning the NFC North in the future, that's going to start fading away.
Yeah,
really will be.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers was their only offense, and it's not going to last forever because you got other teams in that NFC that are pretty doggone good.
I'm very excited that Marcus Wheaton's back, and I'm also excited to see this new wide receiver, Dontrell Inman from the Los Angeles Chargers. He had 16 receptions last season, so I'm very excited. I'm excited to see what he can do. I know Frank went with the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Of course.
I'm going to go with the Bears as well, but I think it's going to be a close game. But I'm going to go with the Bears to go 500, and this is a very big part of the year for the Bears because you start off with the Packers and Lions at home.
Eagles.
Yeah.
We could get really back to the division picture if we win these next 2 games. So I'll go with the Bears in this one.
That shows you how bad the NFC North is.
Do you believe, Josh?
That division sucks. All right,
Frank and Josh, question for you both. Do you believe the Bears may? Do you believe in them?
Huh? What happened, Sean?
Okay.
I don't think the Bears are going to the playoffs.
Do you both believe that they got a shot? I mean, that NFC North, I'm looking at it right now. Minnesota's in first place.
No, probably not. Minnesota's going to win that division.
Here's the thing, Sean. When I was looking at the Vikings schedule, they have a lot of road games coming up soon, and it's not easy. Trust me. But as far as the Bears are concerned, until they're mathematically eliminated, I'll always say the Bears got a shot.
We'll see.
All right, next one. Here we go. This game will be on Fox. We have the Saints at the Buffalo Bills. Saints are giving 3.5 in this game.
Oh.
I'm taking Buffalo. New Orleans seems to be.
I'm going with Buffalo as well as the
Yeah, me too. New Orleans seems to be different on the road.
Buffalo
Saints.
will be pissed off after what happened in MetLife Stadium last week. And also, don't forget, this is not New Era Stadium. It's New Flying Dildo Stadium.
Oh, dude.
Hey, let's all one day go to a Bills game and learn about Bill stuff too. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'm going to go with I'm taking the New Orleans Saints in this game. I need the Saints to win because New England is leading in the AFC East by 1 game. So
New England will win the division anyway. Just watch. This game.
Yeah. Remember one thing about the Bills, that every time they get off to a 4-1 or a 5-2 start, they start fading.
Yes.
I got the Saints.
You got the Saints mounting? All right.
Yep.
Oh, it's a handicap match.
Okay,
Yep.
here we go. Browns at Lions.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Lions.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think we're all in agreement on the Detroit Lions.
Lions. What's the prediction? Is it like 99% to 1?
Yeah.
What is it here?
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I have my upset special
Oh
of
my
the week. The
God.
Cleveland Browns are going to get their first victory of the 2017 season this Sunday.
Boy, up if you're right.
Oh my
Boy,
God.
If you're right, dude, if we know where we are about ifs,
Yep.
wow.
Cleveland is
Josh,
going
the
to
NFL
beat
might be
Detroit
fixed.
this Sunday.
The NFL might be
I can't
fixed.
believe you said
All right.
that. I cannot believe you said
You
that
did.
on the air. I cannot believe that you said that you're taking the Browns to the Lions. Oh my gosh!
All right, next one. This one will be on CBS. We have the Steelers at the Colts.
Nobody
Steelers.
cares. Nobody cares, but I'll take Pittsburgh.
I'll take the Steelers too. The Colts are just a mess.
Yeah.
That's not been the answer, and we don't even know, Frank, if Andrew
All right,
Luck is
we
going to be
know.
the same quarterback for the foreseeable future.
Sean, who are you picking? Not that hard.
I got the Steelers, unfortunately, because I have Ben Roethlisberger as my starting QB on my fantasy team. So
I don't play
Nice.
I did and I blew
I'll go with
chunks.
the Steelers. Browning,
Yep.
what was your pick?
Steelers.
I blew chunks in fantasy football.
Sean,
Yeah.
you want Steelers too?
Colts are just a mess. And we don't even know what's going to happen with Andrew Luck or even Chuck Pagano.
Yep.
At first, I would have thought this would be an Ethiopia game, but actually, it may be interesting. We have the Chargers at the Jaguars.
Oh man.
Chargers are coming off a bye week. No, actually,
Chargers!
they're not because they lost to the Patriots last week, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm taking Jacksonville.
Yeah, they did. It wasn't.
Jaguars.
I'm
going
going
with
Jacksonville.
Jaguars as well.
Oh my gosh! Yes, I'm going to go with Jacksonville myself.
Jeff's gonna have a heart attack when the Jaguars make the playoffs this year.
Jacksonville.
The way they beat the Bengals last week.
Have you talked with them, Josh, about the Chargers?
Yes.
I wonder if you have.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you know what? That's the people of San Diego's fault. They could have voted on
Yeah.
a referendum. They're the ones. Blame yourselves.
All right,
Yeah.
next one.
Don't blame Canada. Blame
This
yourselves.
one will definitely be Ethiopia worthy because Jameis Winston is not playing and it's Ryan Fitzpatrick starting.
Oh man.
We have the New York Jets at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
This
Wow.
game, let me ask. No, you know what? The Jets are having
Ethiopia said,
I don't know. The Jets are having a pretty decent year. I'll take the Jets.
I'm going with the
I'm
Jets.
taking the New York Football Jets to beat the Buccaneers because I have to be honest that I don't think it's amazing. Fitzpatrick going up against his former team. I just don't see the Buccaneers beating the Jets in this one. This is a big game to keep the Jets' slight playoff hopes alive.
Playoffs.
In a rough AFC East.
Playoffs.
That's right. Playoff. We didn't get Josh and Browning on the Jets and Bucks.
And I got the
Jets.
All right. That's not with Ethiopia. I really don't care about this game. Bengals at the Titans.
Yeah, that's the one I don't care. I'm going to take Tennessee because they're at home, but you're right. Ethiopia. Let's give it to Ethiopia.
Yeah, let's go to Tennessee.
Yep,
All right.
Titans.
Fight Queens. 62 Fight Queens at the Washington Redskins.
Vikings.
I'm going with the Vikings as well.
I'm going with the Washington Redskins.
No.
I'm hoping Washington wins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm hoping Washington wins, but I'm going with.
Oh, we got a tag team match. Me and Sean going with the Redskins.
Hey, I have a question. Can weapons be legal in this tag team match?
No. All right,
I go with
next
the Reds.
one.
I go with those Redskins, man.
Ethiopia. Hudson. We have Texans at the Los Angeles Rams.
I don't know,
boy.
dude. The Rams are playing pretty well.
Rams.
They're in first place. I can't give that game to Ethiopia, but I'm taking the Rams.
Rams.
How
Not
about
Rams.
this year that both Los Angeles teams go to the playoffs this year?
Oh,
Maybe got
Oh,
the
not this year.
Chargers.
Not this year.
No shot.
Come on, they're gonna have
No shot.
Look at how great both teams are playing right
God,
now.
the Chargers are not really that good. The Rams might make the playoffs, but
No
not the
shot.
Chargers.
No
What
shot.
do you mean, Josh? They could also host a
shot,
playoff
man.
game
Hey, Sean!
at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum.
It's got no chance. No chance in hell.
Hey, you got.
No, it's got. I changed it to it's got because
All right, here we go. Cowboys at the Falcons. I'll go with the Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott now serving his suspension. That's going to mess up the Cowboys. And it's time for Atlanta to wake up. So I'm going with the Falcons to win at home.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
Atlanta's gonna pick up some steam in this division. They're at home. I gotta take the Falcons. You're right about Zeke.
Falcons.
Oh, boy. Thank you guys so much for the point. Because Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys will beat the Atlanta Falcons.
You sound like Skip Bayless.
You're welcome. You're
You sound
welcome.
like
Yeah.
Skip Bayless right there.
Yeah,
I
you're
do
welcome.
Oh, come on.
Come on right here.
All right.
Oh, dude, no. This game is Major
Yes.
League Ethiopia.
Oh my God.
This may be the running for Ethiopia Game of the Year. We have the New York Giants at the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh my God! Hey, you know what? How many people? Hey, how
You
many
know
people
what?
will be in attendance, dude?
I hope this game ends in a tie, to be honest with you.
Now, I have a question. How would you all like to go and watch the 1-7 Giants
No.
play against the 49ers in Santa Clara?
I'm going with the Giants.
Hey, Gluey, help. Let me see how much tickets are going on StubHub for.
What, like $1?
Probably. At least they should.
You got Browning.
Hey,
Josh,
dude,
Man.
I got
Josh
the Giants.
Browning got the Giants. All right.
$22? Oh, I'm taking the 49ers because the Giants are in some serious turmoil. Nobody's getting along in that locker room. But get this,
Wow.
$22? That should be $2. $2? $22? It should be $2.
Yep.
That's expensive.
And I'm gonna-
So what do we got?
All right. This is my upset special of the
Oh, my
week.
God.
49ers.
There is no upset special. Both teams are bad.
Well, anyway, I'm picking the 49ers to beat a Giant team that isn't very
And
good.
good luck with that.
Sean, I took the 49ers too. I took
There
the
you go,
49ers.
Snowman. There you go, Snowman. Something to be
Big
excited
deal
about.
if the Giants have won 2 fluky Super Bowls that they didn't deserve to win. They're on the
There we go again.
There you
You
go.
know what? 30 years ago, this would have been the Madden and Summerall game. These two teams
To
were
the
actually,
20. To the 20.
you know what? These two teams were actually awesome to watch when I was growing up.
Oh yeah, Joe Montana and Phil Simms, and it was a great
Yeah,
rivalry
Joe
between the Giants.
Montana and Lawrence Taylor. This was actually a blockbuster matchup. Talk about a fall from grace.
Yeah. All right, next one. Sunday Night Football. This one should be boring as well. We have the New England Patriots at
Sunday
the
Night
Denver
Football on
Broncos.
NBC.
Oh, God.
I'm going with the Patriots. Broncos are because the Broncos are in disarray. That's why.
Who you have, Browning?
All right.
I don't know. Go with Denver.
Yeah, you see, Brownie, you just go for every other team against New England because you just want to do it just to get me irked. You stinker.
Hey, Sean,
You know-
we don't even need to ask Sean. We don't even need to ask Sean who he's picking. We know.
Oh, Patriot Nation, man. Patriots are going
Of
to blow
course.
out those Broncos. Denver is not very good. New England beat Denver last year, and it was nice because they won the AFC East division in December of last year on their home field.
Fly, Eagle, fly on
You
the
know-
way to
Where you
victory.
take And remember, Josh, it's Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth calling the game on
You know what?
Sunday.
I don't even know why this game is on national TV. It's not like it's Brady and Peyton.
I'll be at PTW on that night.
Yeah, I'd rather watch that. I remember the 49ers and Giants NFC Championship 1990. I remember.
Is this the way Denver played with my Eagles last week? I'm going to go with Patriots. What the heck?
I still can't. I still can't understand why we have the Browns and Bears on Christmas Eve.
Oh, God.
Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, remember, ho, ho, ho.
Green Giant.
Josh, who are you taking between New England and Denver?
I got Patriots.
Yeah, switch
Oh,
my
we got a
pick.
handicap match.
Here.
We got a handicap match.
All right, Monday Night Football on ESPN.
Watching Raw.
I'll be
Watching Raw, too.
I'm watching Raw.
Watching Raw. That makes three of us. Sean, are you going to be watching Raw?
We got Jake Cutler on the road against the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, boy.
Carolina's going to win in the blowout.
Carolina.
I'm watching Raw.
I got the
Yep.
Panthers.
I got the Panthers winning 27-10, and I got the Pats winning over Denver 30-3.
Ronnie?
Carolina.
All right, folks, there you go. There's our picks for this week's NFL action. Go Bears. It's going to be a fun weekend, as always. Unfortunately, we have to deal with another Patriots-Broncos Sunday Night Football game.
Yeah, apparently.
Right here. Yeah! There you go. Yeah!
But on that note, we'll be back here next week to recap the week and talk about Week 11 as the weeks go by. Think about this, boys. We're 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Yeah.
And then Black Friday, and then, of course, a holiday that I've been hearing about the whole stinking year, Christmas.
Sean's favorite time of the year, Black Friday, where everything in the side went away.
Price loose.
And then you get ready to hear those songs. It's the most wonderful time of the year by Andy Williams.
Sean, all I can do, Sean, I can just put at 93.9 here in Chicago and I can hear Christmas music.
Drew Barrymore, water
listen to
falling through the seams.
And I also have to say this, too. You can listen to Elvis Presley.
Time of the year.
And you can listen to Elvis Presley. I don't know, Blue Christmas.
There you go.
It's not that bad, actually.
All right. Boys, let's get some spoken word, shall we?
Why not?
I'll go first. Oh, never mind. Frank goes first.
Frank.
I can't think of anything else. If you wake up every morning, consider yourself to have a pretty good life. My spoken word of the day, as always.
Browning?
Spoken words is good show as always, and especially during the Skip Bash hour, of course. But shout out to my boy Chucky to the Mississippi train.
What up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth?
What up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth, Donnie Green Boy?
Sean, you don't watch wrestling. Shut your mouth, dude.
Sean, good.
You know what, Browning? I have the perfect gift I'm going to get you for Christmas. I'm going to get you a Donnie Green thing for Christmas.
Yeah,
and get you a
yeah, and I'll give you Nerf balls.
Anyway, I just want to say a great show as always. We'll be back next Friday. I'd like to wish all our veterans a happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service and your dedication to our country. Thank you, everybody who served in the Great War, World War II, Vietnam, Korea. You know it all. Yeah. So anyway, bless those armed services. Anyway, we'll be back. Be safe, be happy, and be healthy. And like you said, we're not too far away from Thanksgiving. And I can't believe how fast and how quick the NFL season's going. And, of course, enjoy, of course, wrestling as well.
All right.
I will be.
My spoken word of the day is to be the authentic product that is your stray away from bad water.
Hey, what's going on, dude? You're coming out.
I'm sorry about that, guys. Hey, can you hear me better?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Testing. Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you better. I thought it was me. I was like, uh-oh.
My spoken word of the day goes like this. Be the authentic product that is yourself. Remember, you're the director of your life story and nobody else. You write your story on your own terms.
Love it.
On that note, that's my spoken word day. Make sure to follow the Big Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. Follow the Walmart Boy at Twitter at Sean Man Red Sox. Follow Brownie Master at Brownie Master. I'm at Twitter and Instagram at Notorious Shashi. Thank you, guys. Enjoy football. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there. And we'll be back here next Friday right here only on the Sports Drive.
Adios. Have a good one. Have a great week.
And
go Celtics. Go back.